School, I really enjoyed math. I loved math, like I love solving problems. So getting into high school, math wasn't really a problem for me. I just really embraced the opportunity to try to find a solution to a problem. So it was just a great opportunity to trigger me to think more deeply about a problem and try to get to the bottom of it. So I saw it as a challenge and almost like playing a game. It was exciting to finally get the solution. And I think it started from the opportunity I saw, like when I'm solving a mathematical problem, I could look at it from different angles. So looking at it from different angles helped me see, okay, there's many possible solutions to this. And if I try it different ways, I might arrive at the same answer. So trying to solve one problem with different formulas was exciting. Even for common entrance exams into secondary school and beyond that, it's always been something I enjoyed working on.
Good.
So before high school, we had lots of books. There were lots of textbooks that had so many good exercises. I particularly enjoyed books that had pictures and colors, because that, I'm maybe more theoretical than visual sometimes, but with mathematics, I really enjoy the visual aspects.
I see.
So there were lots of textbooks that helped, and it wasn't just one. Like my parents would get multiple textbooks, so you could find similar problems in different ways. It was a good way to get the opportunity to practice and just think of, how to get to the bottom of a problem I'm solving it. So I'm talking about myself and my colleagues at school, so the other students at school. Most times on Saturdays, especially when we're in the primary 6 or final year of elementary school, we had to go for lessons on Saturday mornings to just learn math and English. So it was a good way for us to work in groups and try to solve the problems, and we had really good teachers also that helped reinforce the material. My parents invested in lesson teachers, they call them, in Nigeria, where we'd have extra classes after school. So we'd go back home and you have a teacher come to the house to teach you more, give you more homework. So there was always homework, there was always a mathematical problem to solve. Topics I found easy were mostly in pure math. So looking at algebra, trigonometry, there's Pythagoras theorem. So most of these were, where you could draw lines and try to find relationships between the problem you're trying to solve, and also thinking about a problem practically. So if you give someone this amount of money and that amount of money, how much is left? So when you practicalize math in a real life situation, it helps understanding. So I enjoyed mathematical problems that came that way. One I'll say I found more challenging was maybe with probability, because there were some problems that seemed very complicated and it was difficult to get to the bottom of it. But with time and more practice, I was able to at least get a bit better at probability. So it depends. If you have an exam you need to prepare for, it has to be really quick. So I think it's a continuous process actually. Beyond an exam you might have to take, it's just a continuous process of working at it, practicing, asking for help. There are resources around. You can ask people that understand the topic. I had
classmates?
Yes, I had classmates. I had those lesson teachers. I had teachers in the school too that were really good at explaining material. So just making the most of those resources helped. I'm an architectural engineer, so it's come in really, really valuable in almost every aspect. Even from secondary school days to university, where I was taking classes on statics and just trying to solve problems in mechanics and stuff, it really came in handy. So it helped understanding of some of the topics that I had to work with. And in doing research now, you always come across problems with statistics, and even just being an engineer, it's something you really can't avoid or you can't run away from. So it's an everyday application of mathematics. They both definitely showed up in different ways. But the easy topic, maybe because it's easy, it's something that almost comes naturally now. I don't really think about it. But when the tough topics show up, I have to step back, go back to my books, or go find resources. There are lots of resources online now or ask people. So those tough topics, sometimes as you get more advanced, they might come in even more challenging ways, but you keep improving yourself to overcome the challenges that come with it. So my math teacher, I remember my math teacher from early on in primary school. I can remember primary one, learning 1 times 1, 2 times 2 and all that. So what I observed in the way they taught us was that it was very engaging. And if you didn't understand the topic, they might take the tough love approach where you'd have to stand and
raise your hand.
Yeah, but you have to stand and you kind of feel a bit embarrassed if you're not, if you still don't understand. But they were willing to help. They were willing to answer your questions if you asked for the help. And they also there were many opportunities for you to have after school classes to just catch up with the material you didn't understand. So with my primary school teachers, I really had good resources. In secondary school, I went to a really big secondary school, so we had large classes, about 90 in a class sometimes. So it's really easy to get lost in the crowd if you don't find if you really don't think what you're being taught is important. It's easy to fail because people might not really notice. It's only when you get your results you see that wow, there's something